Hello. I can't hear you still.
Hello, hello,
Hey,
hello.
great. Are you okay?
Yeah, you?
You taste that beer.
I've had 2 days off, so I thought I'd have a couple today.
Right, hello everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of Show Us Your Kit. I've got Harry Mansell joining me today. If you don't know who Harry is, he's another Wolves vlogger, YouTuber, but is now turning into a semi-professional poker.
I won't go that far. A lucky poker player, maybe.
Yeah, it's worth following him if you don't already. But the gap between us in terms of subscribers is getting smaller and smaller. Harry, you're doing good. Keep it up.
No, why don't you, Tom? Because I know how to use the Raul Jimenez clickbait more than you. So
Yeah. Well, I keep repeating, I will not be a slut. Right. So the point of this little series is to share football kits and football stories and memorabilia. So I've asked Harry if he could bring in a Wolves shirt, a non-Wolves shirt. He sent me a Wolves video clip, and a non-Wolves video clip as well. So we'll be going through those in the next half an hour or so. But first of all, Harry, I'd just like to ask you about your isolation so far and how you've been finding it.
at first, I was quite happy because obviously time off work. Then it got a bit daunting a few weeks in, but now I'm really all right with it. I've got a routine. Do have some moments where I get a bit bored, but yeah, I think it's going to be really hard to go back to work now. But obviously, people who are still at work, obviously teachers like yourself, a bit, you go in a few times, don't you?
Yeah,
obviously the NHS and police and that, hats off to them, and like bin men and that. So yeah, it's just a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah, great. And you've made a little friend as well with your rabbit, I've seen.
Oh yeah. So when we first got the rabbit, I couldn't touch it. I just couldn't pick it up or anything. But now we have a hug every night.
Oh, lovely. Right, so let's start off then with your Wolves kit to share and the little story behind your choice.
Well, Tom, I don't even need to lift it up because you've got it on.
Do you know what? That's why I wore this shirt.
So yeah, I'll lift it up anyway just to prove that this is the one. I've got quite a few Wolves shirts, but this is my favourite one. Was it for the 99 season, wasn't it?
I think slightly earlier than that, perhaps. I think it was 98. They might have played in 99
It was the Robbie Keane era anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it always they always post that Watford clip, don't they, when we beat them 2-0 away when Bull and Keane scored. Just for that reason, it's like probably the very earliest memory as a Wolves fan. I remember going to games around then. And I loved Robbie Keane. I was gutted when he went to Coventry. So yeah, and I brought this. Well, my dad got me this top a few years ago, obviously because it wouldn't fit me, the one I had when I was a kid. And I love it. I used to wear it all the time, but I stopped wearing it a bit now.
Nice. Yeah, well, you know when they post on Twitter, like, who's the first player you think of when you see this shirt? My answer is always Harry Mansell, not Robbie Keane. Because every time
I wore it a lot.
Yeah, when you were posting videos to start off with, you're always wearing this shirt. And then I used to see you very occasionally, like in the distance, and you'd always be wearing it as well. But it is a lovely shirt, and I wear it for five-a-side as well occasionally when I have to play in white. It's one of the great Wolves kits. Yeah, it makes me feel like a young Robbie Keane, a fat Robbie Keane. Yeah, so let's have a look at your other shirt, then your non-Wolves shirt.
So this one, because obviously you said about this yesterday, I had a rummage round and I was trying to find, do you know the Brazil kit from the early 2000s? Right. But I couldn't find it, so it would have been that. But because I couldn't find that one, you're probably going to go, oh, but yeah, it's this one. Hold on.
Oh, shock!
Mexico,
but at least hang on. At least I can put that in the title now.
In the thumbnail, and then Raul number 9 on the back. Hold on, do you want the thumbnail? Hold on, I'll just hold that there for a minute. Screenshot that.
Yeah, lovely.
So yeah, just that one because I haven't got obviously a random. Well, I think I've got an old Real Madrid one with Zidane on the back, but I couldn't find that either. But yeah, I just like that. I actually like the top as well, and obviously
is that their current shirt?
No, I think this one's probably the one before the current. I could be wrong though, because a lot of people have got the black away one, haven't they? With Raul number 9 on the back. This is the green one of that. So I got the green one because everyone had the black one. But I do like that. And to be honest, I love Mexico now because of Raul. I think their support's been brilliant.
Have you ever been to Mexico?
Have I ever been?
Yeah.
No, never. Have you?
No, but there was a picture on Twitter yesterday of a ground in Mexico. I'm not sure where it was, but it was like, you know how like Liverpool and Everton, the houses are right around the ground. It was like that, but even tighter. Like it was such a central part of their community. And then there were stories in the World Cup when they beat Germany, didn't they, in the last World Cup? I think it was.
Yes.
And they reckon that when they scored the goal, so many people celebrated that the ground shook as if it was an earthquake.
Oh my God!
It like registered on the Richter scale. Yeah,
they've got one of the most passionate countries, like just in terms of supporting their players and obviously their national team as well.
Well, we've learned that, haven't we, over the last couple of...
It's the same in all sports, though, because they're mad boxing fans as well.
Yeah. So just talking about Raul then, just so we can put him definitely in the title. What's your favourite Raul memory?
An individual goal, even though it was a horrible day, I still love his goal in the FA Cup semi-final. I think the way he took that was incredible, and obviously celebration. I liked his goal away at Arsenal and the 1-1 draw as well. That was a great header. His goal against Liverpool.
Yeah,
he's had a lot of good headers, hasn't he? But there's a few in there, isn't there?
Yeah, he's given us a lot of good moments and earned you a lot of money as well, hasn't he? So, right, we're going to move on then quickly to your first clip. Now, it's shocked me a little bit why you chose this clip, because we're the same age, so we've lived through the same kind of moments in Wolves history. But why is this your one Wolves moment that you picked?
Well, what I will say is, first of all, a few flashed through my head before this one. So I was going to put the Kennedy goal, but I decided not to. And I went for a few, but I'll come to this one just because we just won away at Besiktas, obviously, and then we go to Man City. And honestly, I would have put my house on us not winning this game. Like, I was so unconfident going into it.
They just beaten somebody 8-0, didn't they, at home?
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was.
And the year before this, we'd had a few good away wins, obviously Spurs, and a few good away draws. But this one was just incredible. It's actually my missus' birthday. It was, and we were around here, and all the family and that around. Obviously, I had a legal stream on while I was watching it, and I just lost the plot when he went through. Especially the second one, because it sealed it. And I just think it was an incredible performance all round. Sit back, classic counter, and there's nothing better than when an away team gets the winning goal and all the fans are behind the goal, just going absolutely mental. I think in football, that's clip. Any team, just unreal. And we were brilliant that day. And I think it's one of our most famous away wins ever, really, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. Let's just have a look. Can you hear the commentary or not?
No.
Okay. So we'll just talk everybody through it now. Jimenez going past Otamendi, and then Traore. When I was this is one of the last away games that I actually went to. There was only Liverpool after this, I think, that I've been to. I haven't been to many since.
Yeah.
And I was in the middle tier. You know that small tier they've got in the Etihad?
It's weird the away end now. They changed it, didn't they? They've got 3 tiers now, haven't they? They've changed that.
So we were in the middle tier, and the bloke behind us, we were just going mad and spinning around and jumping up and down, whatever. The bloke behind us, his teeth fell out. His teeth, I remember turning around and seeing this bloke really struggling to I don't know what he was doing, and then I realised he's celebrating so hard that his teeth are falling out.
Oh
Madness.
My God! Yeah, the away end's mad, and another thing as well. Traore, he had a good start to the season, but when he was getting into them situations last season, he was just spooning them wide or having a bad finish, hitting it straight at the keeper, and both goals were very similar, and he was so composed. And obviously Raul, we were just on about him, his assist as well when he makes
when he went through Otamendi. When there's certain moments that happen that are not goals, but are the crowd reacts to them. When he just put it through his legs and went past him, the rise in the atmosphere.
And the fact we'd just come back from Besiktas, their energy levels in the last minute to counter-attack that, incredible. Because Raul sometimes looks out on his feet, but he still managed to run through.
Traore as well started that game playing right back as well, remember? And he had Sterling in his pocket the whole game. He couldn't get past him at all.
When the team come out and I saw that he was right wing back and I think Vinagre was left wing back, I literally was texting my mate saying, "Scrap this game. We ain't going to be able to defend against these."
Somebody got injured as well, didn't they? Was Sace got injured as well in the first 20 minutes or so? No, it was the game had started, and then Bennett came on and then they had to switch everything around. Yeah, he was
brilliant, Bennett. He was brilliant.
We've done, apart from the game last season where we lost 3-0 when Bolly got sent off, we've actually done really well at City under Nuno. Because the League Cup game as well, a couple of years before, we drew.
And Bakari should have scored, shouldn't he?
Should have scored about 10 that day. But, got in. Right. Your next clip then, your non-Wolves clip. It didn't really surprise me when you when you sent it to me. But let's play it first, and then we'll talk about it second. If I just get it lined up, I'm going to act like I'm professional here. It's from the World Cup in 2018. So I don't think it's going to be difficult for people to guess what it might be. Can you see the screen now?
Yeah, it's up.
Right, here we go then.
Has it got commentary this one? Probably not.
They have got commentary, but for some reason it's not coming up on the screen. So Trippier's free kick. Where were you when you were watching this game?
In my local pub called Liberties in Starport, and it was absolutely packed, as you can imagine. And I think everyone says it, don't they? Their life pretty much peaked at this moment. I honestly thought we were going to go to the World Cup final, which I never thought I'd see in my lifetime. So, just that moment, if you could soak it up and get that feeling put in a bottle, you'd be a millionaire. But it's got to be, because it's non-Wolves, and obviously I'm an England fan.
Yeah.
And that World Cup was just a mad ride. I could have put in the slight Dyer's penalty as well. But I thought I'd do a goal, but I said to you, didn't I? My other clip I just thought randomly of was Kevin Keegan's rant. I think that's an hilarious clip.
Yeah, why did you pick that? Or why was that in your head?
Because I'd been watching Premier League years the other day, and what I took from that clip, I'd seen it a few times before, but I actually watched a clip of him explaining in detail why it happened. And basically, Fergie, they'd beat Leeds, hadn't they, Man United, and Leeds really battled hard, but they'd been having a bad league run. Obviously, then Newcastle went and beat Leeds, and they played well again. So Kevin Keegan just lost the plot. It was basically genius mind games by Ferguson, and it probably picked him to the title that year because he's just so good at that, Ferguson.
The other time he did that, of course, was with Benitez. With the facts. I'm talking about facts. So just to come back to the World Cup then. So Trippier's goal, it was very early in the game, wasn't it? 5 minutes or so into the game?
5 minutes, yeah.
Because I remember thinking, I'm a closet England fan, right? Because I support Wales internationally, and I've got no interest in England at all. It's not that I hate England. I have no interest in them. I don't care if they do well or do badly. But that day, when in the semi-final, I drove home from school and I had Three Lions on repeat. And I was thinking, I think England are going to win. I don't want them to win, I don't think, but I think they're going to win. And when they scored that goal, I was like, trying to think as a fan of England, I thought it's too early. They've scored too early.
Yeah.
If they were going to beat Croatia, it had to have been late in the game. And of course, they did have that chance with Kane when he could have squared it to Sterling, was it?
Post. Yeah, he hit the post, didn't he?
Yeah, so they had their chance. But to me, that in hindsight, that competition is very misleading because England were good, but who did they play?
Yeah, that's a good point, Tom. I agree with that. But at the same time, they got over some mental barriers, like the penalty shootout. And another England team could have just absolutely not turned up against Sweden as well. I know Sweden are no big killers, but they just turned up, beat them comfortably 2-0, which I was so nervous going to that game because I was like, it would be just like England now to get an opportunity like this and blow it. Croatia should be beating them. But I think Gareth Southgate showed a huge amount of naive management, in my opinion. He should have made some changes earlier. Yeah. They were all running to the ground. Yeah. And I reckon if he looks back at that, he made a mistake. He should have put some fresh legs on. 100%.
If we make believe, do you think England would have won the final?
Nah. Was it France who ended up winning it? Yeah. I think they were a bit too good for England. I think we'd have had to been on it 100%, and they would have had to have had a really bad day for us to win.
Yeah, there's a couple of things from that tournament that you look back and you think, like, that's mad. Like Harry Kane won the Golden Boot, but he scored something like 3 penalties and then a hat-trick against Panama. So
that one goal, Tom, when it flicks him on the heel, that's when you know it's he looks in. Someone shoots, he's running across goal, it pings him on the heel and lobs the keeper.
But that's the funny game, the Panama game, because I remember listening to the Football Ramble beforehand, and they said, because they have their tips, don't they? Their bet of the week or whatever in the end. And they said England to beat Panama and England to win both halves. So it was 5-0 at half time. But then the second half finished 1-1.
Draw, yeah.
Which is mad. That's embarrassing, really.
As well. Like, the Panama fans went absolutely insane when they scored, didn't they? I don't think they'd ever scored at a major tournament.
I loved Panama. They were completely hopeless. How they managed to qualify is unbelievable. But let's move on to your final bit of memorabilia then, Harry. I'm looking forward to this. I don't know what it is at all.
Right. So I had a look around the house. I was like, what could I get? I was trying to find something mad. So I'm going to show you that. This is probably a bit, what's the word? Selfish.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, I'll just show you it. So can you see it? trophy.
Right. Yeah.
But this trophy here, right? I think I might have told you this story before. I tweeted in your podcast, Absolute Scenes. So this trophy, I'll put it into context. I used to play for a football team in my local area, Sunday League, called Burlish Red.
Right.
And Burlish Red were the worst version of Burlish Blue. They split the Burlish Olympic into 2 teams because they had too many players. So Burlish Red were the crap team, Burlish Blue were the good team. And every summer, they used to do this big 5-a-side tournament at my high school. And we used to get knocked out in the group stages every year. And then the very last year it was on at under-16s before we'd all have to split up and go to men's football. Burlish Red, we were like, it's basically like Greece winning the Euros.
No way.
We won it. We got through, and I scored the winner in the final 5-a-side tournament. And this is the trophy we won. And honestly,
I'll allow that.
Yeah, whenever I speak to my mates and that, when we speak about it, we're like, how did we win that? Because honestly, some of the teams in it are really, really good players, and we just like was literally hanging on. It's like 5-a-side. We'd all just sit back, try and clear it, and then run on the counter. So I used to have a bit of pace about me when I was about 16. I used to just run onto everything. But I couldn't find anything else with like a story to it or anything. So
no, that's good. I like that. Yeah, nice.
There we go.
Very good. So we'll wrap that up. Lovely chatting to you, Harry. Hope you're okay, and I'll be appearing on your channel, no doubt, very, very soon. But if you haven't already, go and subscribe to Harry's YouTube channel and the 77 Club podcast as well. And where can we find you on Twitter? I like asking you this.
That's Harry_Mansell.
The underline, of course, for anybody who's not an idiot, is underscore. But don't forget as well to like this video, subscribe to this channel as well, the Old Gold and Black. And you can also get this as a podcast on Spotify and Acast, anywhere else that you get your podcasts. So check it out there. But thanks very much again for coming on, Harry, and we'll see you all very, very soon. Bye-bye.